And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And it's going to be a hot one out there, Singy. Temperatures in the 90s right now around first pitch.
Yeah, Boog, some guys love this heat. They feel like there's no fear attacking the baseball. Don't have to worry about cold days and getting jammed. But I tell you what, for me, it was always about hydration because I could cramp up. And you have to make sure that you stay up on your fluids. And it's not just when the game starts. This is something that you have to do days in advance if you're someone that's prone to cramping.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, it's Miles Mikolas. What's the scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Nick Maton leading things off and takes a strike.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Here's Riley Green. And that's in there for strike 1. Mikolas, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Kicks and deals. This one popped up. Puts the squeeze on it, and that quickly 2 away. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
No score, just getting started, top of the first. And a pitch. Ball 1 there.
1 and 2.
Caught him looking for the K. Down in order go the Tigers. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in St. Louis, and today's starter, Eduardo Rodriguez.
Well, this guy has the ability to command the game. He's got to limit damage, make his pitches, and avoid that big inning. If he can work around that, he can give a quality start, hand this off to the bullpen later on, and put his team in a position to win a game.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Just missed. Swing and a base hit.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now the number 2 hitter, Lars Nootbaar. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Donovan gets his lead at first with nobody out. And now it's even up.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Paul Goldschmidt in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Paul Goldschmidt has turned into a really good player for a guy who was an 8th-round pick in 2009 at Texas State. Many all-star appearances, Silver Sluggers, and then in 2022, an MVP. And he pumps it a strike.
Yeah, and several years he was in the running for MVP. Just some better talent in the league at that time. But I love the combo of a real solid hitter at the plate, but also a guy with some speed that can steal some bases. A little surprising for a first baseman.
Now all even up. That one is upstairs. The punch out there. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Nolan Arenado in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. The 0-1, and that one is inside ball 1. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one a little bit high.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
2 outs. Good eye right there.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Wilson Contreras in the on-deck circle. Stays alive. Bounce to the left side. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 left for the Cardinals, scoreless after 1. Welcome back, and now the right fielder, Austin Meadows.
Austin Meadows.
And here it comes. And there's the strike. There's the strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Next offering is down low. In the air, right side. Nootbaar makes the grab, one down.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. The Tigers selected Spencer Torkelson #1 overall in 2020 out of Arizona State, and he rocketed through their farm system, made it to AAA in his first pro season, and then eventually made his big league debut the following year.
Yeah, Torkelson became the 4th Arizona State baseball player to be drafted #1 overall. Can you think of some of the other ones, Boog?
Goldie makes a nice running
Batting
catch.
fifth, the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
And now up to hit, Miguel Cabrera. And a foul ball. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back. Bottom of the inning. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Rodriguez back to work. There's the strike.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
The pitch. Crushed in the air. Left center field. Way back there. No doubt about it. Wilson Contreras blasts one out. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it. Look at that pure reaction. Fastball up and in. Not an easy pitch to get to, but because it was just a reflex, he didn't have time to get long with this swing.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. In there, and it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. The next offering misses, and it's 1-2.
1 ball.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Next offering is down low, and that's ball 2.
Strike.
And he deals. Up the middle. Throw on to Torkelson. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Dylan.
This is Dylan Carlson, a switch hitter batting right. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. In there for strike one.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
And that one is lifted in the air. Meadows makes a nice grab and a full sprint.
The left fielder,
Jordan Walker, the next to hit. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he offered at it. The 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Bounce to the right. Scope throws to first in time. Third out, and that ends the frame. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started. Leading off, Kerry Carpenter. Michaelis, multi-time All-Star, 34-year-old vet, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2009. In the first pitch, misses for ball one. And that's outside. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Two. Got him. One out.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And now it's Jonathan Scope. First pitch just misses. Scope, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a native of Curacao. Righty delivers. There's a strike.
Here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Curacao won the Little League World Series in 2004 with 11-year-old Jurickson Profar starting on the mound against the U.S. in the championship game.
One down, base is empty. And he swings over the top there. That one is absolutely belted. Walker ranging back, turning, looking, and that one is gone. Jonathan Scope takes him deep, and we're all square. It's 1-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Eric Haas getting ready to hit. That's in for a strike. Kicks and fires. That's through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And the right-hander deals. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Goes down looking.
Up next for the Tigers.
So the lineup flips
The third
over.
baseman.
Nick Maton up now for the Tigers. 0 for 1 after striking out looking to start the game. Next pitch downstairs. 1-0. Maton, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. That's in there, and that's strike one.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Righty to the plate. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Solo shot for Detroit this inning. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in St. Louis, set for the bottom of the third. Tommy Edman at the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. There's a strike. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. 0-2 now. And ball one.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Here's a 2-2.
Okay.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball four.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Step off, throw to first. Edman back easily. Another move to first. And they're keeping him close. It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball one. The 1-0. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, you can't fault the defense for not paying enough attention. They threw over a few times, but he just waited it out, kept his timing. He was able to swipe the bag. Nice job of base running right there.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Started to swing, held up. Swings and misses, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And up next for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. Went down on strikes his first time through. 0-1. At the belt and fires. And a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One out, and a runner at second. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Edman around third. He'll score. It's 2-1.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Caught looking his first time up. Nice stop. The throw over to Baez. Over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Riley Green. Michaelis back to work. Popped up left side. Edman hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Tigers, the shortstop.
Now it's Javier Baez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Javier Baez, who hails from Puerto Rico, he was the 9th overall pick in 2011 by the Cubs, and what a fun player to watch. Won the World Series in 2016. He was the NLCS MVP, and of course on the cover of MLB The Show in 2020.
Yeah, nearly won the MVP in 2018 when he finished runner-up to Christian Yelich, and it's about the only thing he hasn't been able to do.
And strike 2.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
On a line, base hit.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here is Austin Meadows. Over 1 so far. And there's the strike. Baez leads off first with 1 away. Next offering is fouled back. Hacked and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And now Spencer Torkelson. That one's in there, 0-1. Michaelis throws to first. Baez back in safely. The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. Tigers leave one, and they trail it here 2-1. Back in St. Louis as the Cardinals come up to hit here in the last of the second. Here's Nolan Arenado. Chris, it's pretty crazy to think that Nolan Arenado shared an entire side of the infield with a future Platinum Glove Award winner in Matt Chapman. They both were on the same team in high school at El Toro High School. And a pitch. And down on strikes he goes, and one away.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's
Now
for sure. Hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Can't glove it cleanly, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Tyler.
2 outs, base is empty. Tyler O'Neill next up for the Cardinals. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And there's a ball. Next pitch is outside. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That's in for a strike. They say you win. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Tigers 1. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the DH, Miguel Cabrera. The right-hander back to work. That one finds the corner. That's strike one.
That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And the 0-2. And now 1-2. Next offering is downstairs.
It's a good take.
2-2. Just off the inside edge. Kerry Carpenter up next for the Tigers. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Carpenter in the box here lets that one go for a ball. ground ball, Goldie. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jonathan Scope.
So up next, Jonathan Scope. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. In there, and it's 0-1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
In the air, right field. Nootbaar moves under it and makes the grab. And that ends the inning. Tigers are shut down there, and our score remains 2-1. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and now the DH, Dylan Carlson.
The designated hitter, Dylan Carlson.
The pitch. That's in there. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. On the ground. Throws across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jordan Walker.
Now here is Jordan Walker. First offering misses the mark.
1-0.
Walker checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And James Kingsley says he won a round. Here's a 1-1. And that's a little bit high.
2-1.
Just off the inside edge. And now the lefty. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires over to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Tommy Edman.
And here comes Tommy Edman. A walk and a run scored his first time. And he flips a breaking ball in there. Or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it. Whatever it was.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The pitch.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first, and they get Edman for the out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for St. Louis as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here at Busch Stadium. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the catcher comes up to him. Eric Haas. To the left side, but it is well foul. Strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to.
Struck him out looking.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And now Nick Maton. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Yo, 1 on the ground to first, and he takes it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now it's going to be Riley Green.
And things could change quickly here with one swing. Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
That's a strike. Strike 1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Next offering misses down and away. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it's just foul. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Tigers 1. Welcome back, bottom of the 6th. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Brendan Donovan. And a pitch. That one fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs. Tigers bullpen with some action. Will Vest getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Shreve getting loose as well. Line drive. That's a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
So digging in, Lars Nootbaar, 1 for 2.
Runner, yes,
Here
yes.
comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag out at second.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run call from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Left-hand batter waits. Going to count 1-2. And now 2-2. In the air to left center. It falls in, and that's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap, but I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there. And it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
Goldie stands in now, looks at that one inside. That's inside, and it's 2-0. swings and deals. Just off the outside edge. In the air out to center. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Here's the 0-1. And that one hammered. That's back. And in one hops the wall. Newtbar coming home. He will score, and they lead by 2.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Eduardo Rodriguez, done for the afternoon. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Mason Engler comes on now.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Now on for St. Louis, Wilson Contreras. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Arenado on at second with 2 down. Next offering is down low. Base hit. Arenado around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 4-1.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Tyler O'Neill. First offering, and it just misses. Engler, 23 years old. He's actually a former Rule 5 draft pick. That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a strike. And it's even up. And the righty deals. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they can't get the out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now here is hit well. Right field, way back, and gone. They'll circle the bases, and they add to the lead. It's 7-1.
working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Will Vest.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And up next for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball. (2-0). That clips the corner.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Two down, nobody on. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Right-handed reliever in the air, out towards left center. That one gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Tommy Edman next up for the Cardinals. He's 0 for 1. Pickoff throw. Walker back in on a dive. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Throw over to first. Walker back in standing.
Runner.
First offering. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run homer. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the top of the 7th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Javier Baez. Michaelis back to work. There's a strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with the first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly.
Oh, diving stop. Gathers and throws. Pretty nice play there.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well broken in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Now it's Austin Meadows.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one the other way. Just 1 out remaining for the Tigers.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And a foul ball. And the pitch. There's the strike. Swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Tigers, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, and they left 1 man on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive